I'd love to hear it. It's all about Motivated Mondays, so let's keep us motivated. What are some great news that you got going on with your projects? What about you, AW? You always have some great updates. How's your sales going for the month of February?
I still have two sales, but I am working on in communication with another customers of one of my customers' friends is needing business cards and stickers, and take a guess how many in this order.
How much? 1 second, Mushroom, sure. Go ahead.
1,000, but in increments of 500 in the Welcome in Rock, Welcome into Motivational Mondays. And this is, and the most amount of business cards I did in order is, my record is 400, and this would shatter the record.
Did you say 1,000?
1,000, but in increments of 500.
So that's two orders.
That's going to be two orders of 500
Oh my
business cards.
goodness. Are you excited about that?
I am excited, and not only that I am thinking, yes, 2026 is going to be a good year. Also, I am getting work hours like I have been wanting and needing to get to.
Oh, that's awesome. So everything for you financially is clearing up.
And even though it may seem like slowly but surely, but it is clearing up, and just got to keep working with other people, sticking to the agenda, and things are going to work out.
All right. Hey, Mushroom, I don't mind. AW, do you mind if Mushroom comes up and well, Macy comes up and tells us about the updates on Mushroom?
Oh yeah. We could do that,
Okay.
and have that, squeeze that in the agenda.
Yes, let's do that. Do you want to bring them up?
Uh, uh I don't know if Mushroom's in my room or your room, but
They're in my room. I got it.
yeah, I'm not in your room, so
Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
Hi.
now I'm getting it. I'm seeing how it's understand. Okay, I'm understanding.
hey,
Hey,
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Hi. So I got good news about mushroom, right? So right now I have two people who actually want to be beta testers for mushroom
Hmm.
because I posted something on my TikTok. I decided to actually not be shy about it and just ask for the help, because I'm shy about asking for help. So
Right.
so it's just like but I did it, and I got two people right now, and I might have a third one, but they didn't text me back yet, so it's not the two that have texted me back so far are the ones that I'm thinking about, because
What are the beta testers going to do for you? Why is this a milestone? Why is this a successful?
because that means that people can actually get me insight on features that I'm not entirely sure how to fix. For example, the scrollable version. There's a scrollable version on Mushroom, but like the thing is that the roulette needs to have videos circulating in order for me to see what is happening, and to see if it goes through the roulette the normal way they're supposed to, that it's not like, because at first the roulette was so bad that you post a picture, and then the picture will literally go to the very top of the screen of the roulette. Like it will be nothing at the bottom, and just be like at the very top. And I'm trying to make sure that that's not happening again, so that I can see how, and that it doesn't revert again after you scrolling. Because if you scroll up again, then it kicks it back. It kicks it back like entirely. Oh my god, that is so fucking cute. It's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
I know that was. I know it's okay, but at the same time, I'm shy about it. Okay, like I'm
Get to
very shy
remind you
about
that
it.
it's okay. If we get to remind you that it's okay, though.
Yeah,
And
because
It's
can you guys do
okay
us a
to ask
favor?
for help.
It's okay to ask for help. We're going to ask you guys for help now, which is touching that link, those shop products, whether you're here in my room or you're here in AW's room. Hannah, I see you and I have missed you. How are those babies? Thank you for tapping the screen. You
I want
guys
to
touch.
get. Ooh, that is a pretty cup, but I don't have that much money right now. Damn it.
You can
That
always put
is.
it in your cart and save it for when you do.
Uh, I'm buying it next month.
There you go.
And mushroom, I do want you to make sure you know your magnet is coming, but the United States Postal Service is having slight delays. Your magnet is coming, but the United States Postal Service
No,
is having slight delays. Your magnet is coming, but the United
hold on.
States
It's
Postal
echoing badly.
Service
Hold on. I'll be back.
is having slight delays. Your magnet.
That was weird. It was like an echo inside of an echo inside of an echo. Good morning, Mr.
And not only that, that sometimes when people have these open ear headphones on, that can cause an echo too. So
Ah, good to know. Good to know. Okay, you're back. I see you.
let's try this again.
Yes. Mushroom, I think you have to request. I'm not seeing it. Could you, sir? Could you? I'm not seeing an option for me to bring you up. I can. I think I can approve your request though. There it is. Excuse me, sir. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I added. Listen, AW.
Yeah.
I love that freaking cup. I need it. I need it. But I put it on my cart because I'm getting it next month. You know.
Also put that sticker in there. It's okay to ask for help. You might need that reminder.
I might, but I'm not gonna do that right now because that the echo was because I went into the cart.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
TikTok has so many fail features that do that side of thing. I'm trying to make sure that my platform doesn't. You know.
Right, you're being very responsive.
That is a very beautiful cup. I like it.
Isn't it
Thank
beautiful?
you.
Will you be able to do it in black, like the cup being black and the design being on it?
I will just a second. I will talk to everybody about that. The thing is, I just need to make sure sales volumes with the color white is going to go well, and as long as I can get more of them in white to sell. Right now, I have with
What if I pay
limited
you?
space.
What if I pay you directly for the cup, like, and then you just put the design on it?
What I'll have to. So what I'll have to check my supplier, see if I can do something, and then if I can, I'll have to direct message you, because you gotta be careful about speaking about that on.
Oh yeah, no,
TikTok.
I know. TikTok is very sensitive about it.
But yeah, I'll have to.
Is it possible to do a custom order? I know you were saying that you were close to a Michael's, right? And so is
Yeah.
it possible to add in your TikTok shop custom order for the cup, and maybe people can just like,
Pick a
if
color.
pick a color if you're just gonna go to Michael's and grab that one custom cup. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Oh yeah, it makes sense, and I'll have to look at it, because I don't
To do it, yeah.
know if I don't know for sure 100% if Michael's has what I need for that is similar or that exact, or I'd have to take a look before I make
Alrighty.
any
No,
decisions.
I completely understand. Just let me know. Keep me updated.
All right.
And And Sharny, I was gonna say, I love how you have your braids back. I meant to tell you that the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, she has her braids back.
Yes, I could, man. I love my natural hair, but it is very thick. Oh my God, it's very thick and a lot to deal with. So this is just a very manageable, safe, protective style, and it just makes life easier. I put my hair in a bonnet when I'm ready to go to sleep, and I take it out when I'm ready to go. So
I wanna wait, Sharny, oh, never mind. I answered my own question. Never mind. Uh, I was gonna say if you were closer, I would let you do my hair. If you do hair, you know.
I do. I've done hair long enough to know how to get around a head or two, but I wouldn't consider myself a beautician. You know, like doing my daughter's hair, doing my mom's hair, doing my hair enough
I
times.
just need someone that knows how to work with tender-headed people because I'm really fucking tender-headed. Like it's bad.
The only way to get around being tender-headed is to get used to your hair being brushed and touched. It's
It's
desensitization, and a lot of that might be your autism sensory.
it's not people touching my hair. I love people touching my hair. It's my head itself. Like I have a disability, so I have a tube that goes inside my head, and I'll turn the camera so I can show you what I mean. So it goes from right here, it goes inside my brain, out, it goes down, and then it goes through my neck, and it ends up like somewhere around here.
Mm,
Uh, and then, but like right here, in the right where the tube comes out, there's like a little bubble that cannot get squeezed.
mm.
So if that has too much pressure on it, I will get hurt. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if braids are a good idea because there's so much pressure on the scalp. You know,
Someone
like
told me someone told me to try knotless braids, but like
even still, like for your situation, I would probably do twist, and they would probably be very loose.
I
Just for
think so.
because this type of style, like my hair for the first few days was very sore because the it lasts in being tight. That's how it lasts, right? There is a way to do it and ways to do it, but knotless might be okay, but you're still going to have to get a nice grip, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because for me, I really like I really like braids and I really like locks and I really love anything that is like hair cool like that, you know? But I cannot but like every time that I try it, right? Every time that I try having like anything to that matter, I've never had anybody even attempt doing braids on me. I've had an actual braid done on me, but like that gave me a headache, you know. So
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell you right now, braids, like you have to. There's some people who go, like when I used to go. I didn't wear weaves very long, but I did wear it like twice. And the very first time I was an adult in LA, she was like, "Okay, girl, it's your first weave," and she handed me three Advils. She said, "You're gonna need these." She handed them to me before she started braiding.
but
Yeah.
the thing is that my head is ibuprofen doesn't do shit for me.
So I mean, I'm just gonna say you can imagine someone handing me three pills before they start to braid and say, "Yeah, you're gonna need
Give
these."
me some O, you know, and then give me some O, and then I'll be okay, you know.
I see what you mean.
I cannot say the actual word. I
Welcome
will
in,
get banned.
Zach.
Totally, I know which one it is. So let's stay on agenda though. The next thing we want to talk about is why we're here, why this space exists, why kindness and consistency, and why we belong. So we're gonna jump into why we started Motivated Mondays. I'm gonna give a reason, and then AW, you can give your reason on why Motivated Mondays
Yep.
was something that you wanted to start. Okay, so for me, I was living in my car, right? And I was having a really hard time finding consistency, and it was the random lives that I had with AW when I would hear about his work schedule, when I would hear about his sales and how he was just promoting his business. And it gave me so much motivation to find consistency and structure in my day when my life was chaotic, when I didn't know what my day was going to be filled of, when I didn't understand how to go about my goals. AW's consistency and their progression of their, their dreams and stuff kept me motivated. So I was like, I want to be able to get a dose of Wade's motivation on a morning on a morning basis. I think it's going to help me um, stay motivated in pursuing my goals, and then give that also that same space to others who may be struggling. It's we're all struggling. We all have challenges. Challenges aren't any less challenging to anyone because it's all challenging to someone, right? Everybody's challenge is different. But the thing is, we all need motivation and support. And
I miss the peanut butter.
having someone or watching someone push through could be the inspiration you need to push through, and who knows who's watching you, you know
Yes.
that was the reason why. Okay, AW, you can go ahead and go let us know why this
So,
space exists.
so motivational Monday. My motivation is back in 2018 when I opened up my business. I was going to have a business partner, first name Adam, my first name Wade, and he unfortunately clocked out when it was not his time in 2018. So I kept the business going, and because people with autism do struggle with people accepting and giving other these people autism, any type of disability, a chance, that I came on here because I want to show everyone that even though, yes, you do have a disability, you can deconstruct that and reconstruct the ability, and mainly showing all parents and caregivers that, you know what, if this is something I have done successfully and can do, that there is no reason that your son, your daughter, or whoever you're caring for can do the same thing. Some people need more support than others, but
Exactly.
just
And
please allow that person to have that chance at achieving what they want, instead of limiting them to things that are just starter jobs, or limiting them to, say, only making low income, or not be able to do anything like that.
I like that. Don't put a cap on them, huh? Don't put a cap on their
Yes.
ability. You were gonna say something, Macy?
I was gonna say that there is things that people don't understand about autistic people. Like for example, my biggest thing is about accessibility. I love having accessible things to me, or be features being or things in general being easier to do for me, because I'm not only someone who had a stroke. I had a stroke when I was 4 years old. um but I'm also someone who is autistic and has many other like disabilities with like neurological issues, and like with like hand tremors and all of that. So, and on top of that,
On
I'm
top of when I
left-handed.
see you guys.
And on top of that, I'm left-handed.
Mm.
So there is already not enough accessible things for left-handed people. Imagine for a left-handed autistic person who had a
Mm.
stroke.
But I think that's you do a great job of Wade's I don't know if it's a mantra or a motto of, deconstructing the disability to reconstruct the ability, because you're not allowing any of that to stop you.
Oh no. Oh no. My mama and my daddy didn't raise no bitch. I am going through it, and I will go over it because my disability ain't stopping me.
That's right. And that's what I love about AW's mission, because I too struggle with
I'll tell you this, right? Everybody in my whole entire family, right, had been saying though ever since I was a kid, right? Saying, "Oh, Macy's never gonna live by her own. Oh, Macy's not never gonna be able to make it on her own." I've been living on my own for 9 months now.
awesome. That's amazing.
I'm
Right?
making it
That
because
align
I'm making it because I made it on my own, but I also made it with my best friend. My best friend helps me with so much.
and that's what
And
like we need community, but what is awesome is that your family set a limit for you, and this is what we were just talking about, where AW was saying, like, we don't have to give them starter jobs, we don't have to give them very small aspects of society. We can equip them with full responsibilities, and you living in your own place with a roommate is the full responsibility of an adult. How many adults have roommates? You and your best friend living together is a roommate situation.
it is a roommate situation.
Very feasible living option that a lot
But
of
this
people
is
utilize.
but hey, this is my house,
Right.
which is crazy.
Right,
Which is
exactly.
crazy. It's crazy to say because those I never thought those words would actually come out of my mouth, you know?
Welcome in, Jamie. And
Right? And again, reinforcing that you don't have to set the cap. I'm grateful that you didn't allow your mindset to remain as limited as your communities. That you said, I can have more if I want to have more.
I
And
can
that's
have more and I will get my license. I'm really trying, okay? I'm really trying. I'm just scared.
everybody gets their license at different times. It's important to know that. I think I follow a creator, Candy, and she was like 32 or 31 when she got hers, right? Because let's be honest, operating a vehicle is no small thing. Okay, it's
I went one time I was driving, right? I was and luckily my dad was with me because I started to get so fucking dizzy, like while driving, and I was like, I cannot drive anymore. That made me dizzy.
well, if driving requires you to be very present, if you dissociate, if you daydream, you can't really do that when you're driving.
I don't daydream. I'm very I have in a way I have like a lack of visual space, So that's the main problem. The main problem with me driving is that I lack visual space. So that means is that if I'm driving and I need to go in reverse, I don't know how to, because I know how I'm holding the steering wheel, but my brain doesn't process which way I have to turn the steering wheel to go to the same direction that I'm driving. But like my dad goes, "Oh, it's the same thing driving forward than driving backwards." No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You
But
have
you only get better at those things with practice. And
I
it
know, but like when you have a dad who was in the military and then he's also very nervous for you. He takes care of you so much that like he gets agitated because he doesn't understand how I learn.
right. I mean, I think teaching people in general takes patience. In general, it doesn't
And
matter.
yeah, and I've told him, and I've sat down with him. I was like, hey, it's not that it's not that I don't want to learn. It's just I don't understand. I try to understand how to go in reverse, and he goes, it's the same thing driving forwards and backwards. I'm like, I get that for you it is, but I
Mhm.
learn different. My brain works differently, which it goes back to accessibility.
Right.
My it's not accessible. Driving is not as accessible because again, all of my right side is facing in the direction of where the prendle. I forgot what the,
Mm-hmm.
you know what the prendle is, right?
Mm-mm. What is
The shift gear. The
Welcome in
the
Silent
gear?
Dreams.
yeah, the gear shift. The
Uh-huh. What about it?
No, because all of that is on my left side. I mean, on my right side on the car.
Oh.
Right? And because my stroke affected all of my right side,
Mm. Well,
it.
there's,
I mean, I'm
I
able,
feel,
I'm
I
able to move and shit, but like at the same time, like I don't change the gear because I'm like,
hey Raymond. I know I totally get what you're saying, but it just takes time. I think it's about again deconstructing that ability, that disability, and reconstructing the ability. Because I've seen people with no limbs drive cars. I've seen people, use their mouth to use the steering wheel and to use their pedals.
oh
Right?
yeah, no, I have seen people driving with their feet.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all about what's going to figure out how we're going to make the tools you need because usually in those vehicles there's a bunch of different tools that they're using to help them operate the vehicle.
My
You
dad, my dad, I have a car. I
Mhm.
should say that I do have a car. I don't have a license.
Mm.
I do have
Yeah,
my permit.
and that takes time. But when like what I want to reinforce is that it's all about constructing how you're going to be able to drive the car because you're going to drive it differently. Like I want to talk about like owning a business. That was one of the themes that you have brought up. So I'm just curious, AW, what are some challenges that you have experienced or some successes that you also overcame as a business owner with autism?
I have to say that one of the challenges when you talk about challenges first, the challenges is when I'm pushing out my product and pushing out my service or how good I do. It's not and not everybody giving me the chance that I deserve, and people may think, okay, this guy has autism. He, I don't know if we should buy from him or come to him for any services because we don't because he has autism. We don't think he's going to do it. But then the success part of things, I showed people that I was
That you
able to
can.
design a business card for them based on description of what they wanted. Or when somebody buys a product from me, they bought the product and they saw that it was a good quality product. Customer service is is good, and they saw, okay, it all worked out. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't.
He did it.
He
Hmm.
did a great
He
job.
did it. He did it, and he did a good job.
Right? I mean, we have three people in here. Why we have these three people in here?
Can I
AW is
ask
talking
you?
about really quick his print store. Can we touch the orange cart below and just shift through some of those things that he has in his car, regardless if you're in my room or if you're in Wade's room? Um, it's all about anti-bullying, autism awareness, and mental health. So there's stickers in there, there's a cup in there, there's shirt options. Clicking around and taking a look is supportive to his platform, regardless if you purchase. So you can still be supportive just by clicking. Okay, I wanted to say something else, but Mushroom, you were going to say something? You were going to ask a question?
Yeah, AW. What is? How long did it take you to sell your very first thing, like your very first item?
Very first product that goes back to in the 2018 area. I would have to say probably, I don't have an exact, but within a month, 1 or 2 months, it probably took, or something like that, or better way to put it, within 3 months or
Do
less.
you remember? Do you remember how? What was it that you sold?
Uh, I don't remember exactly which item it was, but I can remember I did sell some video games that were on PlayStation or Xbox that I didn't need anymore, and also movies that were on DVD. I was doing putting things up for auction on eBay, and that's what I did. That's how I started to get my funds and stuff.
Oh, so you started on eBay and then you transferred to TikTok.
So I started on eBay, and then once I was got going on eBay for a while, and then I did Mercari too, and then after that,
I don't know about
then
Mercari.
Mercari is almost like an eBay too. It's a marketplace, but
I
yeah,
was gonna start a Shopify, but like,
yeah,
I don't have anything to sell, you know. So
yeah, but yeah, I was trying to think what. Yeah, I was not promoting much on social media, and just was sitting and letting things build up organically, and then when as far as sales, and then maybe little bit on Facebook, like the
so it did
thrift.
build organically for you.
Yeah, yeah, it was not as much, but when I started getting into TikTok, then that's when things started to pick up a little bit.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah,
I wanted to
I
talk. Go ahead.
go on.
I wanted to let you know. I don't know if you knew this, Wade, but I told. Did I tell you that I have schizoaffective disorder?
I
Did
don't
you know that?
remember, but it's at least it's good to
I
know.
remember that.
You remember? Okay. So I just thought it was very interesting that your mission is all about your spreading awareness about Adam and
Yeah,
his story. Schizoaffective disorder, one of the biggest symptoms is suicide ideation, right? And the issue with schizoaffective disorder is the rapid cycling between mania and depression, right? And if you get into a rapid cycle while dealing with suicide ideation, the issue is that schizoaffective are known to follow through, and mania is a space of where you're getting a lot of stuff done, right?
How
So
do
if you
you
if
how
you
do you know when you're having an episode?
um for me, okay, let me get this thought out and then we'll get into that one. So I wanted to let you know that depression mania can be very dangerous because it looks very functional, right? But it's also a time where people silently plan, right? So not that I had a plan. I've worked in mental health for a very long time, so I'm able to combat those thoughts when I have those feelings. I know coping skills and tools to do. But I wanted to let you know that you didn't know that, and you were giving me motivation to push past those symptoms, to make it feel like I wasn't the only one going through that, to a reminder that life is still worth living. And that can get really hard, even though, I have my diagnosis, but I've worked in mental health and I've seen how ugly this world can be, right? And when you're isolated and secluded, that message can be even harder to hear. So I just want to say thank you to you because you continue to push through and send a message that you didn't even necessarily know you were fully delivering to me. And that was important to me. So to answer your question, how do I know my symptoms? So Schizoaffective disorder has so many fun symptoms, right? So many fun ones. Um, it's all about self-awareness. My sleep is a big indicator. If I've gone a full 24 hours without sleep, that tells me something is going on, right? And I don't consider 3 hours sleep. That's not sleep. Your body needs 8 hours to reset. And mania looks like only needing 2 to 3 hours of sleep. So if I do that for 3 days, I'll go into psychosis. Almost, I've done that several times now, so I know my routine. 3 days of no sleep, psychosis. Psychosis, wandering around, assaulted. That's the routine, right? So I stay on top of my sleep. Um, I'm also supposed to
It's
be in.
good to keep yourself like well rested, you know?
Yes, it's especially for my brain needs it. It doesn't turn off, right? And so I'll have to do things to turn it off. So like last night I didn't get to bed. I'm sleeping now. I didn't get to bed till like 3:30 is when I put my phone down, and then I was up to do the live at 5 a.m. I mean at 8 a.m. But I knew that once we get done with this, I'm gonna go back to sleep, right? I have some things that I need to do later, but that's how I stay on top of my sleep. I'm managing how much I'm giving myself. And then if I find that I'm like 48 hours in of no sleep, then I have Seroquel. I'll give myself some Seroquel to make myself go to sleep. Interrupt and reset that clock, right? The other symptoms I have to worry about are things like paranoia and depression. And the only things that I can do with that is like talk myself through those things. I have questions that I ask myself: what's real, what's not, what can I touch, what can I see? Grounding exercises like that to help me shift things through. And then I use a lot of AI. Definitely will talk to Chat and Gemini about a few things, and explain that, hey, I have schizoaffective disorder. I'm trying to sift through this, right? I feel like a Chat GPT has been a little therapist in my pocket.
It's always good. Do you know what's another one that you should download?
What's that?
That is actually really good. I actually use it. It's called Tolan. It's
Oh,
like a
I remember Tolan. Do you have to pay for a subscription for Tolan?
no. It's free. There's a free version now. Oh, that is, you're not alone. Mental health.
Oh,
That is
I love
beautiful.
that.
A
That's
magnet.
beautiful. It's a love
Nice.
magnet. Okay, I need to get that one. That could go on my
That's
phone.
beautiful. Can I tell you about my paranoid disorder?
Yeah.
Uh, I have some. It's not diagnosed, but I know for a fact that I have it because there's no other explanation to why my brain does this to me. You know,
Mhm.
it's called Fregoli's, right?
For
It's
golly.
yeah. Have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm.
So my brain makes me when I'm having an episode, my brain makes me think that everybody's just one singular person disguised, like as if it's a paranoid disorder. So it makes me think that everybody is one person,
Yeah.
Okay.
So it feels like I'm being spied from every place.
Got it. I've
And
heard.
and it's horrible.
Mm.
It's horrible and it's very scary, and I try to keep myself aware all the time that you guys are not the same person, that nobody is the same person, but like that is scary when that happens.
So what do you do to help yourself? How do you get out of that?
I don't know. I normally just try to just remind myself that people are different, that everybody is not the same person because it really feels so fucking real, it's horrible. I try to not get to that space where that's why I keep myself elevated all the time. because that way it don't allow my brain to think about that, or to fall into, or to get triggered by certain things, because if I, for example, I tell you something, but I didn't know that my bestie heard it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or say let's say I tell something to my bestie, and didn't know that you knew about it, and then you suddenly tell me something, that is similar, then that would literally trigger my brain to be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Okay. So is that like, has there been like a traumatic incident with triangulation? Like where there were people talking about you behind your back? That can trigger that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Triangulation is horrible for me. Like, I don't, I have my three people, which is me, my bestie, and the old lady that we're friends with.
Mhm.
That doesn't really affect me when it comes to them, because I know, I'm pretty aware that my bestie's staying with me. So it's like, I know that she most likely told her,
Right.
but like my brain doesn't realize that sometimes.
Well, I feel like that's trauma because if hear me out, right? As a behavioralist, we like to eliminate, right? Process of elimination, right? And so what I'm hearing is that thought doesn't necessarily come up in the environment that you feel safe. And your safe is your three that you have. You trust these individuals, you
And
trust
my
what
dad.
yeah, you trust these individuals to talk, but you trust them to talk positively behind your back. You trust that they all individually have a version of you that they understand. Then it's individuals that you don't, that's not necessarily in your three, that you're questioning, right? And that sounds like because you've been a victim of triangulation, where people are having conversations behind closed doors and then um, collectively working together on that triangulation where it sounds like they are one because they had a conversation, came back, and they all started acting the same way. That's a very real thing.
But
And
it's not just about three people. It is everybody. It feels like
no,
everybody.
what I'm saying is that your mind has a safety three.
Oh,
So when I've seen other symptoms of paranoia, not necessarily this one, but paranoia itself, it doesn't matter who it is, right? This is when you get the like dementia disoriented and they can start hitting their kids because the brain is literally disconnected out of it. But what I'm
it
saying is
hasn't.
your brain has an anchor with the three that's not minimizing what you're experiencing. Trauma is that damaging to the psyche, and having people talk about you and not to you doesn't give you an opportunity to correct your behavior. It doesn't give you an opportunity to decide if you even want to correct your behavior. It just gives this judgmental aspect of you, and then people start acting differently around you and you have no idea why. So the brain, as herd creatures, right? As herd creatures, when we start noticing our herd starts acting differently around us, the brain is going to go into self-defense mode, and it's going to start reflecting, and a lot of that is going to be, what did I do, what did I do, what did I do, it's something wrong with me.
It
There's
also builds on a lot of anxiety too.
yes, because
Like,
your safety, your number increases when you feel safe in a herd. But if you have a herd against you, yes, your anxiety is going to go up.
yeah,
That
and even that the anxiety part, because it also makes me think that everybody's mad at me at the same time.
Mhm.
So mostly every morning, you can even ask my bestie. It's my place, right? It's my place, and I go, and I feel like she's mad at me even then. Like I'm not saying it in like a mean way. but like it feels if I don't know how to explain it.
No,
I
no, you
keep
were
sinking myself in that hole, you know?
no. What you're explaining is a trauma wound. That's a trauma wound of some type of abandonment, rejection, triangulation, and that only gets better over time. You spending time with your bestie. You've been housed what 6 9 months now.
9 months now.
That's still relatively soon. Still
Yeah.
relatively soon, right? You're just now getting used to your apartment. You just now have a flow for your space. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's get you in there 18 months and see how you feel. See if that wound is still as strong, right? Um,
I get I was talking to her about this the other day, right?
mhm.
And like I know she's not mad at me, you know. I know she's not mad because she'll tell me if she's mad, you know. But like it don't stop my brain from thinking that, you know.
Okay, I know you a little bit more personally, right, than the people that are watching.
Yeah,
You mentioned some things about how unpredictable like your mom's attention could be.
yeah.
That has long lasting effects.
My
It,
mom is very unpredictable. My mom. I'm gonna be very vague with how I say this, but my mom pointed at something at me.
mm. Yeah, so that's you're not you have, your whole nervous system has to take time to get safe. That doesn't happen because you got the keys to your apartment. That happens when you have more time being safe than you had being unsafe.
That's gonna be a really long time.
And that's okay because it was a really long time that you were unsafe.
I was. I think my most traumatic thing that I can actually remember was like from like 2015 when my mom went ballistic. My mom went ballistic that one time.
Was
She
it out of nowhere?
I don't remember how it started, so I would say yes.
Yes. If you don't remember how it started and all you remember is the beginning, that's probably you were probably asleep. You were probably doing something you liked, and
No,
all
I
of
was awake. I know that much. I was awake, and we were. I was in the living room, in the kitchen, and then my mom just started to like she kind of cornered me into one room, into one place, and then like she was yelling like right in my face,
mm,
and then she just like.
mm.
And then
Yeah.
I told her to, just, and that apparently triggered her more, and she ended up beating me up and trying to hurt me, and then what tricked me, what this lasted for 2 hours. This lasted for 2 fucking hours, and then she left. Right? She left. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cry. I'm just.
It's okay. I want you to understand that you don't feel safe or you think everyone's out to get you is because you have not had a safe home. It's not that there's something wrong with you. Your brain did what it needed to do to keep you alive and safe in that you're not in that environment anymore.
I know I'm not. I know I'm not, but it doesn't stop me from thinking it that way.
And that's fine. That's part of the process of healing. Healing does not feel good. Do you remember when you get those
I
scripts?
still live in the same city. I still live in the same city that it happened. And I pass by there so much. I live by there now, you know? I live by the same place now, which actually I think might be a triggering factor, you know?
It may be, and it is something that you can develop a tolerance to, but it's something that it's very real for you to acknowledge every phase you're feeling.
I was no, because the thing that tricked me off and why I started crying is because I said she left, right? She left, and she left me alone for a while, and then she come back wanting to give me a hug and to apologize, and then like it was just even more confusing, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like what the fuck, you were just hurting me, you know?
Hmm.
You were
Yes,
just
you.
hurting me. You destroyed my phone, which
Hmm.
don't matter right now because I have a new phone. But like, she destroyed my phone, you know. But she destroyed my phone. She did a whole bunch of hitting and other things, you know.
Hmm.
And then she apologized after, and then we went for a fucking walk. Like nothing happened. Like what the?
Yeah.
I told you
That.
about that, right?
Yes, you did. That's abuse. That's 100%
And
sex.
I have tried to forget about this moment. I have tried. I try every single day. I try every single day to not think about that. But that plays on repeat on my brain. Repeat. Every time that I pass by that same spot, it's on
That's
repeat.
that's trauma. That's just your brain trying to protect you. I want you to see that every time as your brain trying to protect you. And that's what it is. It's saying, "Hey, we were here and it was danger. It was unsafe here, and I don't understand why it was unsafe. It was just all of a sudden unsafe, and your brain's trying to rationalize it to keep you safe. Don't think that's something bad that you did wrong. If you're doing something wrong, or that you need to fix that about you need. What I would like to hear is more positive self when that happens, and say, okay, brain, do what you're trying to do, and you remind your brain we're not in that safe situation anymore. And this is something that I had to do. I'm in my car, I'm living in my car. Last night I'm driving around because I got some bills to pay. And when I first got here and I was homeless and I was just driving, I would drive for hours just because I didn't have anywhere to go. So I would DoorDash for hours on end. But then I had to remind myself, yes, I have bills. I had to do this last night. Yes, I have bills to pay, but I have somewhere to go home and go to sleep. I don't have to drive around because I have bills. I'm going to go home and go to sleep. And I had to remind myself because I'm still getting out of survival mode. I think yesterday, the 8th, was 3 months that I've been housed, or 4 months, the fourth month that I've been housed. Right?
That is
So
awesome.
thank you. So what I want to tell you guys is to remind you is that your brain and your body is always trying to communicate on the end of safety. And what I want you to do is get curious and not judgmental about what you're expressing, about what your body is saying it needs. And then I want you to talk to your body, yourself, your mind, as if it was a child. What would you say to a 15-year-old that is going through that? Because 9 chances out of 10, your 15-year-old didn't get the support it needed. So you, as an adult, can give that 15-year-old version you what you need through your words. Oh yeah,
I
that is.
was 17. I was 17 when this happened, and this really, really, really traumatized me. Like I was traumatized before, but this specific instant, alongside other things that actually happened that in my parents' house, because this wasn't at my parents' house. This was at my aunt's house.
Mm.
Um, this was directly when I moved from Puerto Rico, which is not a great idea to start in a new place, you know? Because
And that.
it was in 2015. I got here in May. I got here
Mhm.
to Massachusetts. Let's see if I remember the exact date. March 10, 2015. And then I took a play here. We were staying with my aunt. I don't like my aunt. I really don't. I really, 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 really don't. Never have, never will.
Okay, so we're circling back around to why you think everybody's the same. I don't know why you don't like your aunt, but
She's
you had a
horrible. She's horrible. She's done some horrible things to my mom. She's done some horrible things to me. She tried to hit me in my own safe place. No.
okay. So this again, we're tracing back that original thought that everybody's the same, right? Well, if you don't feel safe with your mom and then you don't feel safe with her sister, that sounds like everybody's the same. That's your origination. That's the person who birthed you, and then that's your aunt. Those are your pillars and your protectors.
And my grandma's also a horrible person.
Yeah. So it makes more and more sense on why we're saying everybody is the same because
My mom, her mom, and her sister are my mom has gotten way better. Okay, my mom has improved so much better. I love my mom, and that woman will always be my mom. You know, I will never forgive my aunt or my grandma. My grandma did some horrible things to my mom. She allowed some horrible things to happen to my mom. I know that it's not my mom's fault. What has been happening to me, you know? I know that it's not on her all the time.
it's a spilling over of trauma, the things that she went through. But
It's
it's
generational trauma. It's generational trauma. It's her doing the same things that her mom did to her. Which explains to me why she's doing it to me, but at the same time it just feels weird, you know? It just feels like it's like a punishment on me, you know?
it does. I'm just curious, AW, what do you think? I want to hear you speak on this.
Well, I have to say, in that case of things, it is good that Mushroom's mom is improving, and it is good that she has a best friend. All I have to say is that you have to stick with the people that you know are going to be there for you and help you, and
I
the
know.
people that want to try to tear you down or not have that respect for you, then you don't need to be around those people. And if your family tries to get you to be around those people, that's just as bad as being disrespectful.
I don't I don't deal with her. She when I used to work at Walmart, my aunt and my grandma would see me working, and they would misgender me and call me by my former name, and not even at my place of work I felt safe. You know.
Yes. And see again, there's that they're everywhere situation.
They are
Everyone
everywhere. They are fucking everywhere.
your brain your so this is what I was saying, like we're tracing it to trauma, and this is so that you can understand, right?
And I'll
So
say, and I'll say this: my aunt is never, and I mean never, allowed in my house, nor in my premise, not in the block, not in the nowhere around me. I don't want her around me. Fuck that.
that makes sense, and you have every right, like AW was saying, to keep those type of individuals away from you. To I like when AW says protect your peace, right? Your peace is your responsibility to protect.
Oh
So you're
yeah,
just
I am
You,
protecting my peace.
you protecting your peace, and I don't know how much of it on topic it would be, but like I said, that my one coworker, when I told finally after getting to know everybody that my first job that I have autism, and that one coworker, C Money 608, she's the one that thinks everybody's out to get me, especially when I'm out on my own, and you know what? I just have to remember when I work at my job, if I see her or I'm on the same shift with her, that just need to remember that that I only have to work with her. I do not have I have a right to, and I do not have to be around her off the clock.
Yeah, but at the same time, you saying that also reminds me of mine because you said that you think that is going to get you, which is similar to what is happening to
I think
me.
I think AW is switching it the other way. We're talking. I think he's saying or he's mentioning it in the sense of like this person believes that everyone is out to get AW because of out to get Wade because of Wade's autism diagnosis. Is that correct? Like people are going to be
Yeah,
manipulating your autism.
yes.
Like it's almost like baby.
That this one coworker thinks that everyone's out to get me because when I said that I have autism, and yes, people with autism can get taken advantage of, but
I know that I'm
not
autistic.
not everybody realizes that I have tightened the belt and came so far to letting people know that you are not going to take advantage of me, and I am not going to have respect for people that are going to treat me like that. And I have gone about things and said some things that were not the right way to go about things. And when I get to be home alone in September when my mom is on vacation, and I've told everybody that anytime I ride in a vehicle, even the bus, I like to ride up in the front seat. And if that one coworker would have hypothetically pulled up to me and tried to get me to get in the car with her, and if I couldn't if she wasn't going to let me have a turn to ride in the front, I was going to take my elbow like I did to my brother on my family trip, because I wanted to have time away from the family and do things away from the family when I stay places when I'm not with my mom's roommates. I knew what I was doing, that I was going to make that choice to take my elbow, even if I was sitting right behind this co-worker, and jam it right in her stomach and act in a way, even if it would have caused an accident in her own vehicle, because she wanted to try to stop me from going and doing things going out and doing things when I'm not with my family, and try to stop me from having a turn to ride up in the front seat at all,
And
even if she's
culturally,
with her
we like
boyfriend.
yes, and culturally we like to say you want to fuck around and find out. That's how you do
That's
that
what I'm saying.
because you're
I
in
mean, yeah,
danger.
but at the same time, you cannot risk your own safety because you're driving. You know, like she's
No,
she.
I think I hear both, right? I think what I'm saying is I hear the rationale, right? We don't want to inflict safety, but in the same token, right? You don't want to go offer or force assistance where assistance isn't wanted, right? And
Exactly. Yeah.
this is why they also we have to be mindful of our what is it, lifeguards have to be mindful when they go out to go save someone who's drowning. They have to be mindful because that person could actually drown them. They both of them could drown together if they're not mindful, right? It's the same thing when we're offering assistance. We have to understand and confirm that this person is consenting to assistance unless you're a first responder. If you're not a first responder, you don't even have the medication to knock them out so that you can enforce their assistance.
That is just
We
like
should be enforcing assistance.
that one coworker. If hypothetically, if she were to pull up to me and try to get me in that car because she thinks that everybody's out to take advantage of me, that I do not have to get in that car with her.
You do not, and we can align with Mushroom and just say that you have the right not to get in the vehicle. You are an adult, and you can say I'm not getting in the vehicle, and it doesn't matter how many times she says it. She
Just be like, you know, I don't know you, stranger danger. Go away. I don't listen. No, one time when I was a kid, I got on myself with a stranger on a car, right? Luckily, this stranger ended up being my dad's friend. Like, he was actually my dad's friend. He was not lying about that. But like, you imagine? You imagine? I was so naive. This dude literally told me, "Oh, get on the car. I'm taking you to your dad." I'm like, okay. I just got in the car and went with him, and he dropped me off where my dad was. And then my dad goes, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Your friend dropped me here," and he's like, "Don't get in strangers' cars. That's bad." I'm like, I'm like, he said he was your friend.
That's what they use a lot. They use that. That was big in the 90s. I'm your friend. Me and my mom had a whole
This
saying.
was in the 2000s. It was like 2010. I was like, what, 12?
Oh wow.
But yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Type situation.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
luckily he was actually a good person, you know?
That's awesome. So we're making our way to our 10-minute mark. I think a 90-minute session is awesome. What do you think, AW, for our first one?
Yes. I think that works pretty good. And if we have to break it up into parts, so that can be done also.
I think we did. I definitely followed the flow. I'm going to go back and cut up some content later. But as we're moving into the final minutes, you guys, I want to remind you to do another cart touching or searching through. Click the cart. Take a moment to look at some products that you haven't looked at. We're here to support each other and support the mission of anti-bullying, and we do that when we take a moment. And I only remind those that may are just coming in and didn't get a chance to look at the products. This is an opportunity to do that. AW, let's do a weekly
Hey,
product.
AW, you are in Michigan, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so that means is the same hour, is the same time for you at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
10, right?
Yes. Sharny is the only one that is in Central.
Yeah, so that means that you and I are on EST.
Yep.
And so it says that the pin is supposed to get here today. If it does, I will DM you no matter what
Sounds
time
like
it
a
is.
plan.
And then yeah, because I'm waiting.
Did you add it to your showcase? No, you can add it to your showcase.
Yeah, I gotta add it to my showcase. I don't think I have. I buy things. I buy things just to buy them, you know, because I've never sat down and I put like some products in like, for example, the hoodie that I have, that is the Protected Dolls hoodie, and the blankets. I have a blanket that I like to promote when I go live, you know, because it's winter. The blanket is supposed to keep you cold, not hot, right?
It's supposed to.
It's a cooling blanket.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, get it now that it's winter and it's like half the price. Then if you get it in the summer, it's gonna be $60.
You're absolutely right. Well,
Yeah, I get what you're getting at. That the season for cooling season is in the summer
Oh
when
yeah,
it's
no,
hot.
but like this blanket, huh?
But I was gonna say, while you're looking for that, adding the products to your showcase is just also supportive and helpful. You never know who may click on your showcase and come across AW's print store. You know what I mean? And you can
Exactly.
also go live and you can pin their products in your live streams as well.
Here it is. This blanket. This blanket is cold as fuck. It's always cold, and it's super comfy. Like I go outside in the summer with it.
That makes sense. Something to take to the beach.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've taken it out to the beach. I've taken it out to the lake. You know, I've had a picnic on it. You know. So it's a really cool blanket. You should check it out.
I definitely will. As we're moving into our last 8 minutes, I want us to leave a motivation word, a positive motivation or a mantra or something that you took away from this session. Who wants to go first?
I would have to say that protect your peace.
Mm, yes, a reminder to protect your peace. Thank you for that. You know, thank you
Not
for saying
not to be afraid to protect your peace.
And then for me, sorry, go on.
no, I was just saying I needed that.
Okay. For me, it's a reminder that triangulation can be toxic.
Triangulation can not only be toxic, it can be damaging. Triangulation can be damaging.
Triangulation is damaging.
It is damaging, yes. I mean, triangulation itself is not because it's the communication. And if you triangulated support, if we talked about each other in a positive way behind each other's back and then came back and did something like a surprise party, that's
Yeah,
not
that's not
triangulation,
bad.
right? So it's like it can be damaging. Just as supportive as it can be, somebody can turn that weapon and be very, very hurtful. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for that. Also, another reminder that I needed. For me, what I'm taking away from this is that there's so much power in community. Um, us holding space, just the three of us talking, was so powerful. But I've seen people come in and out of this live stream. We've kept a consistent 5 to 6 viewers, which meant that to me, communicated to me that this is a space that other people needed as well.
I needed this space. I just joined. I didn't even mean to steal the spot. I kind of just came in here to talk to you guys and tell you about mushroom and how excited I am about that one thing. And then I just stay here with you guys.
Well, I'm excited. We're glad to have you. We definitely gave our, the space a whole topic to talk about that I think so many people related to. All right, the last thing before we go, what's your goal? Because don't tell me a goal because we're supposed to be meeting next week. AW knows how I feel about
No,
goals.
we're supposed to meet
Yeah.
Thursday
Well,
for
we're meeting every Monday, right? Motivated Monday.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be checking on this goal, Motivated Monday. Thursday, that's a focus sprint. That's
yeah.
something that's different. But I will plug that in for those that want to know about the live that I do with Mushroom. We do a study buddy session and we go live on Thursdays. Is that 1 p.m. Central Standard Time?
Yeah.
1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We come in with a one task, and we take 45 minutes to focus specifically on completing that task. But what I want us to walk away with before we end Motivated Mondays is what is one goal that you want to have accomplished next Monday?
One goal I want to have accomplished is more people engaging on my live streams when I do my live stream instead of just walking by and doing nothing.
Okay, help me understand. How will you know more engagement happen? What would that look like?
Like if I see more people tapping on the screen at least, like the heart me's I know that are the one coin, like tap on the screen, more sharing, and more reposting. That's and even clicking on my products. I'm bringing up free ways for people, since not everybody wants to spend all their coins, free ways to engage or even comment, like, and keeping the comments positive and appropriate.
Awesome. So you want to see overall what is it? Non-monetary engagement. So engagement that doesn't necessarily include money all the time. You just want to see engagement improve all the way around,
Ah,
right?
all
funny.
the
I
way
just
all the way around, because too many people are engaging on the bad behavior, not the good things that people are doing, and want to see more engagement on the good and positive things.
Awesome. Okay, so I heard more taps on the
mm,
screen, more daily heart meets, more engagement with the products below, and some positive comments. All right, let's see if we can get those goals accomplished for you. What about you, Mushroom? Do you have a goal that you want to
for
have?
me, for me, I want to be able to voice more things about my mental health. You know, because I like that was actually kind of helpful.
Oh, awesome. So being able to share more about the challenges or experiences that you're having.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
cool.
and also trying to get more people to become beta testers for mushroom.
How many more people? I'm very
I have
specific.
50 spots.
You have 50 spots.
50 spots.
Okay, so how many more by next Monday?
By next Monday, I would say I'm gonna keep it realistic. I'm gonna say 10 more.
10 more. So between today and next Monday, we want to get 10 more spots.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Thank you
realistic.
for the
Look, who came in
heartbeat.
and gave
Well,
a heart.
no. I have 50
True, thank
open
you for
spots. I
coming
should
in
say.
with the
I'm
heart
sorry.
me.
I have 50 open spots. Is what I'm saying.
Right. So 50 open spots. By next Monday, there should be 12. Right?
No, by next week it should go down to 40.
Oh,
Well,
hello, thank you for the
spots
star,
used.
thank you.
You want to have 10 spots used next Monday.
Yes.
Okay. 10 spots used next Monday, 40 spots available. I like that. That's very tangible. For me, oh, I want to work on my website. There are some things that I need to do to get the website up and polished more. I need
What do you
to.
need? Do you need anything for your website that I can help you with?
Not
Uh,
that I think of. I just think I need time to sit down and organize a few pages. There, like I've been trying to reorganize the
Also, what
website.
is your website? So that I can go see it.
It's lucidserenity90.com. Just how it sounds. 90 is 90. So lucidserenity0.com.
and
And
if
what I
and
want
if
to
everybody can you please go click on my products, even if you may not buy them right now, or if you plan to buy them later, adding them to your cart will
I will
actually
add them.
help.
I will add them after I get out of here.
I
Cause,
think
'cause I don't want it to go
Yeah,
with like the speaker.
yeah. Whether it's whether even if it's when you get off, you know where my page is.
Yep.
TikTok, the shop is on my page. You just go to the shop for everybody new, and just reminder to everybody where to go. And so Sharni, what I could do is just when you get your website up and going, I can maybe do a review on your website and then let you know if there's any improvements you need or anything like that.
love that. One of the things that I'm doing
Hey,
right
wait.
now.
Hey. Can I ask you a question? Your name is Wade, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Can I? Would you be interested in also helping me with my website?
Like what kind of help are you looking for?
I'm just looking for beta testers. People to tell me about what I if you like the place, if you think that something needs a little bit more improvement. I
Uh,
don't want to make any assumptions, but I are you blind?
Uh, I, I am considered legally blind. My right eye is pretty much almost
Okay,
no more,
awesome.
but my left eye is the eye that I use for my go-to eye. That's the one I use
No,
to
yeah.
get around. And
For me, it's my left eye that I use for my go-to eye. And no, but like the reason I'm asking is because we run on accessibility, you know. If something is not accessible to you, I need you to be honest with me and tell me, you know. I have put so much accessible things that but I don't know if they're accessible to everybody, you know?
Got you. So yeah, I could take one of your spots. And what do I need to do?
I'll just DM me and I'll give you more of the info. I'll give you the website and I'll show you and I'll show you how to do the things
Can
to
I
make it more
encourage you,
accessible, you know?
Mushroom?
Go
Can
on,
I
yeah.
can I encourage you, Mushroom, to reach out to him? It's just easier on your end because you know
Oh yeah.
how excited you are when you put it on them to reach out to you. Sometimes because they're so busy, and I'm not
Oh
just
yeah.
talking about AW. I'm just talking about how the brain works. They're so busy, the urgency isn't the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
I'll,
AW is really good at staying in his inbox and being very responsive. So I just figured that might be a quicker way of follow through.
yeah, I'll DM you AW and I'll let you know
That
as well.
sounds like a good plan. And yes, and I do want to say I have Wake Up with Wade and Whitney in the morning. That is with Soft Chaos Muffin at 8:30 until 9:30
Oh
every
yeah, I've
Wednesday.
seen you live with her. She
Yep.
for some reason she also looks like Sharny so I was like, is that Sharny? And I looked at her page, I was like, this bitch is not following me. It's not the same person.
But I just want to let everybody knew that's in here. I know you know where to go, Mushroom, but everybody knew at 8:30 until 9:30 Eastern time. I will be in Soft Chaos Muffins room 9:30 until 10:30 Eastern. If you want to just come to my room,
Yeah.
live room 9:30 to 10:30 Eastern in my room. And you know what? Doing it this way, I open my room, you open your room, Sharny. Everybody has an option where to go.
Hell
I love
yeah.
I love the co-host. I love that it keeps the screen, both of us on there, and that we can still have a panel. So I really love this. I see you, Zachary, for tapping the screen. I so appreciate you. This
Thank
is
you.
at least I can see it on my end. I don't know if you're getting any more taps. This is exactly what AW just called for. Some more engagement on our lives. So thank you guys for
Thank
being
you.
here. So we are at the end at 9:34 a.m. I think we did great for our very first one. I'm looking forward to next week. And what is our going to be our theme for next week? What do you want to talk about,
Uh,
AW?
Can I give a
theme for next week. I would like to bring up the success, bring up about my experience on the TikTok shop, and then let you
Okay.
have, and then the week after that, then let you take to take the turn, and we take turns on our theme choices.
That sounds great. What was the theme that you were going to suggest?
can I just say that I would like for people to know the difference about kindness and being good or kindness and being nice, you know?
Mm, okay. There is a difference between kindness and being
There
nice.
is there is a difference, you know? It's really big. It's really big.
That is a thing. Okay, I think that's a good one. We can put that towards. I think I don't know. We'll spin that in because that is a good one. Nice is manipulative. Kindness is out of the heart. So that is a very good one to
Not
put this in.
necessarily. I would say kind of. We'll talk more about it, but I think you can be kind without being good and being good without being kind.
Well, we're gonna save it for another time. The reason I say
Yeah.
that is nice is from the root word naive.
Thank you.
So a lot of times when people are nice, it's because they're trying to get something out of you. When people are kind, it's out of their goodness of their heart, which is two
Yeah.
different kinds of assistance. So This is a great one. We can definitely dive into that one. I like that one. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna end it with that and have you guys take this motivation throughout the week. Remember that it only takes a moment to change your thoughts. And once you change your thoughts, you can change your actions. And once you change your actions, you can change your situation. And that nothing happens overnight. You didn't experience the trauma that you have overnight. Maybe sometimes you did. Sometimes there's situations that happen out of nowhere. But know that healing doesn't happen overnight either way. Okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I will see you guys next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday, and the theme is experience on the TikTok shop and autism business owners.
Yes, I love that theme. I will put together a flyer and we'll get that out, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Bye, Wade.
Have a good day.
You too.